That scraping sound. Closer now. You hear it right. Your breathing gets all shallow. Hairs on the back of your neck are standing up. But you're a grown-up, right? Monsters under the bed. That's kid stuff.
Unless, of course, those monsters learn to trade in their claws for a decent suit. Stephen Pinkwart, the author of that article you sent me, well, he suggests the real terrors are a lot closer to home. You might even see one staring back at you from the mirror.
That's exactly what I found so interesting. Pinkwart lays it out there, no holds barred. You are the monster you've always feared. No fangs, no glowing eyes, just us, in all our flawed glory. So today, let's unpack that, shall we? What does Pinkwart say about the nature of fear, about these monsters we all carry within, and what's the deal with this rewind technique he talks about?
This idea that the real monster is within, it's not exactly the feel-good message of the year, is it? We like to think of ourselves as, well, good people. Pinkwart doesn't let us off easy, though. He throws out that line, "Don't give me that, but I'm a good person. I never hurt anyone." It's like he's calling out our carefully constructed self-image.
He really does. And then he hits us with those everyday examples, those little moments where, yeah, we choose the easy way out, that unread message we pretend we didn't see, or someone who could have used a kind word and we didn't. It's like Pinkwart saying, look, your little monster might not be setting cities on fire, but it's definitely alive and well.
What he does so well is connect those everyday instances of, let's call it moral flexibility, with the idea of this inner monster. It's not about the huge evil acts. It's about the accumulation of these tiny selfish choices we make. And it makes us uncomfortable because it feels so relatable. Haven't we all been there at some point?
Exactly. And then Pinkwart brings up that Oscar Wilde quote, "Give a man a mask, and he will tell you the truth." It's like we need that layer of anonymity to reveal our true selves.
It speaks to a fundamental truth about human behavior, wouldn't you say? That anonymity, whether it's a literal mask or the distance the internet provides, can unleash those hidden, often less flattering sides of our personality.
Pinkwart even connects it to Halloween. Why do adults go through all that trouble to dress up as something scary? He suggests it's to tap into that raw, unfiltered part of themselves, a chance to let the beast out without facing the consequences. Might sound far-fetched, but then again, have you seen some of those Halloween parties?
And if you think about it, it makes the whole online comment section phenomenon even more disturbing. All those supposedly nice people suddenly morph into keyboard warriors, hiding behind anonymity to unleash their worst selves. It's like the internet becomes this breeding ground for digital aggression. But what else does Pinkwart have up his sleeve?
Now, this is where things get really interesting. He introduces this rewind technique, and he uses poetry slams as an example. The idea is to create a text that sounds harmless, even beautiful, and then reverse it to reveal a darker truth.
It's a clever way to play with our expectations, right? We're so used to this linear way of thinking of cause and effect, and then he flips it, and suddenly we're questioning everything.
His example blew my mind. First, he presents this idyllic little scene. I come home, you smile at me, you say, everything will be okay, I lie down next to you. It's all very sweet, very reassuring.
Picture perfect domestic bliss, right?
And then he hits the rewind button. I lie down next to you, you say, everything will be okay, you smile at me, I come home. And just like that, the whole scene takes on this unsettling, almost sinister vibe. Who is this I coming home? What's really going on here?
What's brilliant is how the exact same words in a slightly different order create a totally different emotional response. It shows how fragile our interpretation of language can be, how context, in this case, the sequence of events, can completely change the meaning.
And Pinkwart takes it a step further, addressing the reader directly. He says, turn around. No, seriously, turn around. Right now. Did you hesitate for just a second? Did you hold your breath? There you have it. That's how powerful words are. He's messing with our heads, right? But it works. Just that suggestion is enough to create this sense of unease, this feeling that maybe, just maybe, there's someone behind us.
That direct interaction, that playful breaking of the fourth wall, it forces us to confront his claim head on. And he's absolutely right. The simple instruction to turn around triggers this instinctive paranoia, this feeling that we might not be alone.
And he sees this ability to play with language, to create these psychological mini-experiments as what separates the truly great performers and writers from the rest. And if you want to learn this damn art of manipulating words, of creating impact, he recommends his own book, The Poetry Master.
Now we've arrived at the self-promotion portion of our program. But he does it in such a charming way, presenting his book as a personal manual for manipulation in the best sense.
I know, right? And he lists the skills you'll supposedly learn. how to build suspense, to craft unforgettable metaphors, to write texts that stick with people. But then he adds a warning, but be careful. This knowledge is a weapon, and in the wrong hands, well, then the monster under your bed will be having a field day.
That duality he cultivates, the idea of language as a tool for creativity, but also with the potential for darker purposes, it's what makes it so fascinating.
And his PS really brings it home. Click here, order, feed your brain, because words are more dangerous than any mask. It circles back to that initial idea of the masks we wear, both literally and figuratively.
So Pinkwart's argument is that our deepest fears aren't external, they're internal. They manifest in our own actions or inaction. And he shows us how language, when used effectively, can reveal these truths, can influence and manipulate.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
About the masks we wear online and offline, about how Pinkwart's concept of the inner monster shapes our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. And if you're ready to explore these ideas further, Stephen Pinkwart encourages you to check out his book, Poetry Master Poesy Craft in 7 Tagen.
A thought-provoking challenge to our self-perceptions.
Say creative, Steph.